Next, gathering requirements. Getting it right from the start. As a project manager stepping into the complex world of software or product development, one of the most critical components you will encounter early in any project is requirements gathering. Understanding what the customer wants and translating those needs into actionable tasks is the foundation of successful project delivery. Having worked extensively as a business analyst in both waterfall and agile environments, I can tell you that while the goal, capturing the right requirements, remains the same, the approach differs significantly. In this chapter, I'll walk you through the key techniques used to gather requirements in both methodologies, how these play out in real-life scenarios, and what you, as a project manager, need to do to support success. Firstly, there is more than one type of requirement. It's important to distinguish between what are called functional and non-functional specifications, as both play critical roles in defining system requirements. Functional specifications describe what the system should do. They outline specific behaviors, features, and interactions such as user authentication, data processing, reporting, or business rules. These are typically tied directly to user needs and business processes. In contrast, non-functional specifications define how the system should perform. They focus on attributes like performance, scalability, security, usability, reliability, and compliance. While functional specs ensure the system delivers the required functionality, non-functional specs ensure it does so efficiently, securely, and at scale. Both sets of requirements must be clearly defined to build a complete high-quality solution that meets user expectations and organizational standards. So, let's take a deeper look at requirements gathering in waterfall projects. As we know, waterfall projects follow a linear and sequential model. Each phase, requirements, design, development, testing, and deployment, is completed before the next begins. As a result, the requirements phase is front-loaded and exhaustive. Once requirements are signed off, changes are discouraged, or, if necessary, go through a formal change control process. Here I want to give you a tip. No matter what methodology you choose to use, try to gain as much understanding of the requirements as possible, as early as possible. Try to get as much of that work done up front. I guarantee it will save you a lot of trouble later on. Techniques used in waterfall. 1. Stakeholder interviews. These are often your first point of entry. On a financial reporting project, I interviewed regional finance heads across 4 countries. Each had slightly different reporting needs, but I had to consolidate these into a standardized system. These interviews took weeks, but they gave me the foundation for a solid requirements document. 2. Workshops and joint application development sessions, facilitated sessions to align business and IT in a public sector project. To build a citizen service portal, we brought together representatives from multiple government departments in a 3-day workshop, used whiteboards and post-it notes to visualize processes and identify overlaps and dependencies. 3. Document analysis. Existing SOPs, legacy systems, compliance regulations, these all provide insight. For a healthcare compliance system, reviewing existing audit documentation helped uncover implicit requirements the users had stopped verbalizing because that's just how we do it. For a pension management system upgrade, the Government Pensions Handbook was the essential guide to what we could and couldn't do. 4. Surveys and questionnaires, especially useful when stakeholders are geographically dispersed. For a global HR portal for a UN banking entity, we sent out a survey to employees in 12 countries to understand current challenges with time-off tracking. The results guided our feature prioritization. 5. Use case development and process mapping. These define system interactions and user flows. A retail inventory system project used process maps to compare current manual processes with the planned digital workflow. This visual aid was crucial for stakeholder buy-in. I personally believe a well-constructed process map is one of the most useful things available. If you can't get the logic to add up in a process map, how is it going to work in real life? Learn how to create effective process maps. 6. Requirements Traceability Matrix, RTM, essential for Waterfall. You'll use it to track what's been built and tested. For a UN data processing system, I was responsible for delivering. Each requirement had to be traceable to a specific compliance mandate, the Kyoto Protocols. My RTM was over 200 lines long and was one of the most powerful tools I had to keep stakeholders in line. I wouldn't set foot out of my office without it. Each of the above subjects is really the realm of your business analyst, but as a proficient project manager, you need to be aware of these key essentials. I do not propose to dive into all the tools and techniques used in requirements gathering. That is the subject of a different set of videos. But you should be familiar with the above. Indeed, in some smaller scale projects, you may be expected to function as both the project manager and the business analyst. So be aware. In the next video, we will be taking a more in-depth look at requirements gathering in Agile projects. So we hope to see you there.